We're ready.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session with Isaac and Shannon. We are very excited to have you back sharing with everyone today. And so I won't take any further time up. I'll let the two of you introduce yourselves to everyone watching here. And I believe that today we're going to focus a little bit on music and the importance of this, and sharing about the importance of music. So over to you, Shannon and Isaac.
Miigwech, thank you. Bonjour, Anin, hello. My name is Shannon Paul, Indigenous, Bomgiizhik Indigo, Northwest Angle, and Dunjaba, Moose Dodam, and Nimkii Aazhibikoong, and Da.
Ani Boju, Mazanapkin Gay go and Abe Indigenous. Ginibe Gukshabiga Jwat and Dunjaba, Gnoshe and Dodem. Anishinaabek Nini and Dao. Nimkii Aazhibikoong Ninda. So my name's Isaac Murdoch. I come from Serpent River First Nation. My name is the man who paints the rocks. And I come from a place called where the serpents are painted on the rocks. I'm Ojibwe. I'm from the Fish Clan. And I currently live at a place called Nimkii Aazhibikoong, which actually means Thunder Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess today we're going to be talking about music, Native music. And I think that it's really, really beautiful music. I think that, I think a lot of times when people think about Native music, they think that it's just like, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey. But it's a lot, it's more than that. There's a lot of songs that carry, history, oral history, instructions on how to live here on earth. They connect us to the spiritual aspects of who we are as a people and those connections to the land. Shannon is a drummer. And so maybe Shannon, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the drum and what you do.
So I am a drum carrier, and same with Isaac. Isaac carries a drum, and we both sing our songs. There's powwow songs, and we also have our traditional ceremonial songs. There's happy songs, sad songs, crying songs, all sorts of fun songs. And so I'm going to start off with singing a song.
Cool.
And Isaac, if you would be so kind as to help me.
I will do my best.
Okay. Well, hey, hi, ya, well, hey, ha. Well, hey, hi, ya, well, hey, ha. Well, hey, hi, ya, ya, way, hi, ya, well, hey, hi, ya, well, hey, oh, ya, hey, ya. Woman new in the crag in the noondwa, Nino Dagos in the crag in the noondwa. Well, hey, hi, ya, way, hi, ya, well, hey, hi, ya, way, hi, ya. Well, hey, hi, hey, oh, ya, hey, ya. Woo!
So what does that song mean? There's words in that song and there's also chants.
Yeah, those words are Ojibwe words. And the words that you heard, it's not English, it's Ojibwe. And that's the language that we speak. So the words in that song are saying, I hear her and she sounds beautiful.
Wow. So how would you say, so what are the words in Ojibwe?
Wabano indikwe gindenundawa. Mino dagos indikwe gindenundawa. So it kind of sounds like they're rhyming. And so in songs, they sometimes repeat and sometimes they rhyme. And they're usually sung 4 times. So I only sung this song once.
What's the significance of singing it 4 times?
Usually, well, we honor the 4 directions, north, south, east, west. And so when we sing it the first time, it's to honor, and then second, third, and the fourth one is to close the song.
Ah, so there's a reason why you repeat it.
Yes.
Oh, that's very good. And I noticed when you sang that song, you said Wabano Indikwe, which is like the woman from the East.
Yes, I hear her. She's a woman from the East.
That's so beautiful. So what would that song be used for?
That song can be used for, it could be also used for like singing an opening song because it's in the East direction. And so that's something beginning. It could be sung as a woman's song because it's talking about a girl. It could be used as a water song also because the woman is very connected to water.
Well, I guess so. I guess because we're all born in water. I guess when we're all babies, we're all just like floating in our mom's belly, just like in water. So women are known as the water carriers. So thank you for that, Shannon. An opening song would mean like, say there's a special gathering, or there's a special, presentation of some sort, or an address of some kind where people are talking. That would be used as a way to open up the conversation or the dialogue that's going to happen, or the talk or the meeting. And so when they mean opening song, that's what they mean. It actually opens up whatever event is going to take place. And what I have here
It's a
Sheshiguan, and it's a rattle. And they say that in our creation story. Now, this happened a long, long time ago, even before I was a baby.
Oh, this is going to be a good story.
They say that there is a spirit roaming around, and that spirit was roaming around in the East, a very great, powerful spirit. And the spirit had a Sheshiguan, had a rattle. And that spirit started to think and started to shake this rattle. And as that spirit started to think, the thoughts of that spirit started to come to life, and it formed the earth as we know it. It formed the world as we know it. It formed Shkakmakwe, the earth. And that's our creation story for the earth, how it was actually made. It was through the sound. And the sound carried the thoughts and the prayers and the ideas of the spirit. And of course, it was through this sound that it traveled and it became so. And there's actually a science to this as well. I don't know what that is, but I know lots of people say, oh yeah, there's a science to that, and it's blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what the science is. All I know is that's the story. But the rattle is also used in music. And a lot of times these musics that we're talking about, music's plural, by the way. I'm sure, is music's plural an actual word?
Musics?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No? Musics. But these musics,
Songs.
These songs are sometimes they're prayers, they're telling a story, they're asking for something, they're sometimes to make people laugh. Like what Shannon was saying, there's so many reasons why you would sing some of these songs.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this is one song, and I'm going to tell you a little story about this song. A long time ago, there was some people in the wintertime, and the snow came swooping in, and the snow was just amazingly deep, and it kept snowing and snowing and snowing, and people were snowed in. They couldn't get out of their wigwams because the snow was as high as the wigwams. And of course, there was so much snow they couldn't get out. They had to make tunnels to try to get out. And finally, this little girl, she talked to the snow, because our people believe that snow has a spirit. So the little girl talked to the snow, and said, "Can you please send somebody here to help us, to feed us? We're all starving." The people in the wigwam were starving because they couldn't go outside. There was too much snow. So the snow carried her voice right to a whole bunch of moose. A whole bunch of them. And at that time, on the shortest day of the year, that's when the moose have their sacred council meetings. That's when the moose gather together and talk about things. And it was at that time, at that meeting, when the snow spoke to them and said, "Not too far away, just over there, there's a village, and they're starving to death, and they're asking for help for somebody to go feed them." Well, of course, they were already meeting, so the moose decided, well, who should go and give their life to the people so that they can live? And they went around, they talked about it. All the big handsome moose said, "No, I don't want to do it. I've got this to do, and I've got this in the works, and I can't do this, and sorry, but maybe next time, next time." Finally, it went right around the whole circle. All of the moose said no. There was only one moose left. And this moose had a funny horn that went down. Usually horns are like this on a moose. You'll see them. And when they make a sound, like, how does a moose sound, Shannon?
Moose?
How does it sound like in the wild though? Shannon's actually Moose Clan. So this is a cool story for Shannon. So anyway, this moose, its horn was not regular. It was down like this. It wasn't like this. It was pointed down. And so that moose said, "I'll go. Because my horn is pointed down and I'm able to dig into the snow with that big horn. And I can dig my way to them. And then they can take my life and eat me, and so that they can live." That's what that moose said. And so that moose went off and started to dig in that deep snow with that horn that was, of course, like this. And it started to dig its way all the way to that wigwam. Finally, it made its way to that wigwam. And all of a sudden it heard, That's how moose sound like. They knew there was a moose right at the door. The little girl's request was being answered. Her prayers were being answered. And so, of course, they opened up the flap on the door, and there was a great big bull moose there. And of course, they seen that it had its horn like this. And so, of course, they took the life of that moose because that's what that moose wanted. And it saved the whole village. They were able to survive on that moose, just barely enough. And so afterwards, they had a big ceremony and a big honoring, and they honored that moose. And they came up with a song to honor that moose. And that song has been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation. And this is the song I'm going to sing you. And Shannon can help me if she wants.
Yeah.
yo, way ya, yo, way ya, way ya, hey ya, way ya, hey ya, way ya, yo, way ya, way ya, hey ya, way ya, hey ya, way ya, yo, way ya, way ya, yo, way ya. Way ya, hey ya, way ya, hey ya, way ya, yo, way ya, way ya, hey ya, way ya, hey ya, way ya, yo, way ya, way ya, yo, way ya. Yo!
And here's the drum that I was using. And this is our drumstick. And what is the drum called? What is it?
The drum is called the wagon,
The wagon.
which means the heartbeat. So when you hear the drum, way oh, way hey yo, way oh, hey ya. So it sounds like a heartbeat. Boof, 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 boof.
And so when we sing with the drum, it's like a heartbeat. And so when we're singing our chants, the way ya, hey ya, those are chants like prayer songs going out into the universe.
Yes, they say the heartbeat of Mother Earth comes from the drum. And so they often say the drum is the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And so when we sing our songs, the drum and the rattle, the doegan and the sheshiguan, they take that, somehow what we're thinking and what we're wanting gets carried in that sound out into the universe.
It spins around, so it carries our thoughts and our songs, and it spins like a tornado, and it reaches the people, and then it reaches the sky, and then it goes out into the universe.
Jody, now that's something we need to talk about later. Goes like this.
Yeah.
But that's, me and Jody were just talking about this. So awesome.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when we're singing, we'll say yo at the end. Yo! And actually our mouths actually do that. Yo!
And some people make all sorts of noises in between throughout the whole songs.
Can you make some of those noises?
So someone will be singing, and then all of a sudden you'll hear hey, or so when I sing the next song, you're gonna make those noises.
Me?
Yeah, it really brings the song to life.
Well, my voice, I don't know if I can go la 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 la. I can go hee ah.
Yeah. Make
Okay.
those noises.
So we're gonna sing one song that is a beautiful song, and it's something that Shannon sings, and it's called The First. And it's such a beautiful song, and I just love hearing it, and I want you to hear it. Sometimes when they call them honor beats, and what an honor beat is, it's when you pause and you're making 4 hits on the drum to honor the 4 directions or the 4 powers of the universe. And so that's what that is all about. These songs are connected to the universe. They're connected to the stars and beyond. And so we're going to sing this song, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yo, eh, ha, yo, yeah, yeah, way, yeah,
Way ya, yo, hi, yo, hi, ya, way, yo, ya, ya, hey, ya.
yeah, 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 yo, eh, ha, yo, yeah, way, yeah.
Way ya, yo, hi, ya, way, yo, ya, ya, hey, ya.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, hi-ya!
Yeah, yeah, way, yeah.
Way ya, yo, hi, ya, way, yo,
ya ya hey ya. Way ya yo ha ya way yo ya ya hey ya. Way ya yo ha ya way yo ya ya hey ya.
Yo!
So I hope you really enjoyed that song. And the thing that we like to do in our culture is when we're singing a song, and if we make a mistake, we keep going and we keep singing and singing. We don't stop. And it's a lot of fun.
It's always fun. Singing can be very fun. And that's a fun song. And what is that song all about?
It means the song is called The First. So it can be an honor song to honor the first baby, the first child to be born, or somebody being thanked for the first time. Anything that happens for the first time.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Right. So like the first time I ever did dishes, somebody should have.
Oh yeah, I will sing a song.
Will you sing me that song as soon as I do my first time ever doing dishes?
Singing that song.
Yay!
To honor.
Pretty cool. So that's one song. We're gonna do a little bit of a history song. Now this song is rooted in something that's called the treaties. And so some of you might have heard about the treaties, some of you may have not. That's fine.
So
but
is this song going to be like telling the history and the story?
It's going to be telling what happened after the treaty was signed. And it is a bit of a sad story. So we had a happy song, now we're going to have a sad song. And the song is about how the treaty or the agreements were never honored. And this song was passed down by my grandmother, and we believe that it was our great-great-grandfather who wrote the song, and it's a song of great significance to our people. And so me and Shannon are going to sing it for you. And even though it's a sad song, I always believe that there's always hope to make things better. And so that's why we sing the song, is so that to let people know that things need to get better and that we can make things better. And so it does have a happy ending-ish type thing, but we have to make it a reality. Mm-hmm. And so with that, Shashigwan, Duegan, Shashigwan, Duegan Tek, rock and roll. Let's do this.
Okay, I will take the lead. You take the lead.
Okay. Ambe Majtada Gibwa Maba Ke Kenj Megoben Ke Nak Nigenamba Kandamba singing Kandamba singing Ke Kenamaban Ke Nak Nigean Kandamba singing Maje Makazenyoyan Maje Makazenyoyan Maje Makazenyoyan Maje Makazenyoyan Hey! Kandamba singing Kandamba singing
Kinakiyan, kandambasinin, kandambasinin, maje makazenyo yan, maje makazenyo yan, maje makazenyo yan, maje makazenyo yan. Yo!
Maji Moccasin Yoyan. Moccasin. That
Moccasin.
sounds like a familiar word.
Moccasin. What's a moccasin? It's a shoe. So the song basically talks about how the agreements, the treaties were never honored, and that they never really intended to honor them to begin with, which is kind of sad. But we can always make things better. We can always make the world better, and we're going to make the world better, because you know what? When we work together, when we put our good thoughts forward, when we build each other up, we can do anything. And so with that, Jody, do you have any questions before we leave?
Well, what a fabulous moment we've just had with the two of you this past half hour. And maybe if you want to talk a little bit about, I know you mentioned it, but just the difference between some of the songs, like some songs that are open to the public to learn about, and other songs that aren't. There are differences.
Shannon.
So there are some songs that we don't sing to the public, and we'll only sing them privately. And that's because they're very, very important songs that we'll only sing privately. And then there's some songs that are sung on openly in powwows, like a big social celebration. Those are powwows. Those songs we could sing all together. And also, I learned songs from elders and my friends in my culture. And I had to ask to sing those songs, and I had to learn it in detail, and I couldn't get the songs wrong. I have to sing it very good. And so we have to ask for permission for some of these songs, because these songs really, really do make people happy, and we don't want them to go on the radio. And so we don't sing those songs on the radio or concerts. Unless I make up a song myself, and if I make it up, then it's my song, and then I could sing it wherever I would want to.
Yeah, so basically some songs are they're ceremonial songs that are meant just for ceremony. There's other songs that are meant for celebrations. I mean, there's all different types of songs and all reasons to sing them, but it's always good to check in first, just to make sure.
Check in with your fellow
Jody,
your Anishinaabek person beside you.
Yes. So thank you so much for having us. It's always an honor. It's such a blessing, and what a surprise to be able to sing songs. I think this was great.
I love singing songs, so this was a really, really great.
Yes. So thank you very much. And we're going to say one little phrase, Jody and Ojibwe. Getsi nandam, ya ya mampi, ganonan guk, which means I was very happy to be able to speak to you. So getsi miigwech wagom. Thank yous.
Miigwech, Vizindayon.
Hey, yeah.
Miigwech, Bamapi Guabamin.
Bamapi Guabamin. So thank you very much for having us, and hopefully we see you again soon. And take care of yourself, be good to each other, and just keep being awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bamapi. Thank you.
Bamapi.
Miigwech, Isaac and Shannon, and thank you, Miigwech, to all of you who've tuned in today to sharing this beautiful sharing today with your music and your sounds. And stay safe, everyone. Take care, and we